Okay, good morning. We are going to be talking about metacognition today. Okay, metacognition, what it means, metacognition strategies are actually beyond thinking strategies. So when you think about metacognition, it's thinking about your thinking. And you have to be cognizant. Now, mind you, cognitive means thinking. Okay, so when somebody says, how's your cognition? Basically, they're asking, how's your thinking? Okay, and meta means beyond. So it's beyond your thinking. So metacognitive strategies are knowing what to use, knowing what to think. Strategies of thinking when you know what to do, when you don't know what to do, basically. You ask yourselves questions like what, when, and how. So you're always thinking and you're searching. Okay? You think, look, search, and ask. Metacognitive thinker. Now, mind you, a metacognitive thinker uses cognition in its highest level. They visualize everything that they read. They visualize as much as they can because then, if you can visualize it, you're actually going into your thinking, and that's what metacognitive means: going beyond your thinking. Leaders definitely read. They think aloud. You know those people say, "Oh, I'm talking to myself." No, some of the most brilliant minds think out loud, meaning that they speak whether it's with an imaginary intellectual person, whether it's an imaginary friend, they're actually comfortable enough to think outside because that allows them to think beyond their thinking. Okay? Searches before asking. Instead of just going straight to the ask, where's the milk? They actually think, where can the milk possibly be? Oh, I see it all by myself. Okay? So they're independent. Okay? They look for clues everywhere. What's going on. They walk into a classroom. They're late. They don't sit there and twiddle their thumbs. Never. Metacognitive thinkers never sit there and twiddle their thumbs. They're always looking around. They're like, what's going on in this classroom? Is there a paper I need to pick up? Let me look at the agenda. They are independent learners because they're thinking, what should I be doing right now? What should I be thinking right now? What's going on? What time is it? Where am I? What is everybody doing? Tons of questions that they ask themselves and they answer themselves. Okay? They think, they focus, they think, they focus. Am I a metacognitive thinker? Are you a metacognitive thinker? Do you read all directions? Do you circle the verbs? Do you look for schema? Now, schemata, um, that's your prior knowledge, you guys. Whenever you hear the word schemata, has to do with your history of knowledge, everything. It's like your entire knowledge of everything, your experiences, what you've read, what you've written, your skills that you've developed, everything. That's schemata. Okay, so it's an academic word for experience, but it has to do a lot with your brain, with the knowledge you carry in your brain. Okay, some of you guys, your schemata and vocabulary is very limited because you don't read. So if you start reading your schemata, your vocabulary schemata is going to grow, which is what you want to do as a metacognitive thinker. Okay, so am I expanding my vocabulary? Read to expand your vocabulary. Use the words I learn with my friends. So it's not just about learning a word, but using it over and over again. Some of you guys use kindergarten vocabulary every single day. Your words are single syllabic, they're only one syllable. Fun, good, hey, yo, yay. They're all one syllable. No, there are no multisyllabic words in your vocabulary because one, maybe you don't have them. Two, you don't know how to use them. Three, you're not reading to acquire them. So you definitely want to become a metacognitive thinker, and the only way to do that is by reading. And I'm not talking about reading, just anything. You've got to read autobiographies, biographies, nonfiction books, books about people you like and things you like, sports, whether it's basketball, whether it's chocolate, whether it's baking, whether it's cooking, whether it's swimming, whatever it is. And definitely, if you don't know how to do something and you're a metacognitive thinker, you go and read about it and then you do it. Okay? Metacognitive reader. So when you read, you see a movie. Every time you read, you see it happening in your head. Okay, something's happening in your head. You're not just reading words. So if you can't see it, guess what? You're probably not understanding it. Okay, this is why my style of learning, whenever I see a math problem, a word problem, I draw it. That's like the first thing I do. If I can't draw that word problem, chances are I'm not going to understand it. Now, mind you, there are some of you that are really brilliant and you don't need to see it and you can just go straight to working the problem out because you've recognized keywords, and that's really good. But remember, you have to be able to transfer that into science, English, literature, anatomy,